Alrighty, well, I welcome everybody. It's a special day here in Ontario. It is the Ontario elections. There is 4 different parties running today. There is the Liberals, the Ontario PCs, the NDP, and also the Green Party. So what we would like to do though is actually take a look actually at all 4. Sorry about that. We're going to take actually a look at all 4. And what we're going to do though is we're going to sort of see exactly what parties are coming. I do encourage everybody to go out there, be able to vote. All right, it doesn't matter. Your vote does count. All right, so today though, I did go and vote, but right when I was voting though, I did have a very rude person though that was actually in charge though. She did not. I had my ID actually out on the table. She didn't look down. She didn't read my name. She just called me sir. I'm not a sir. I'm actually a two-spirit person. Now, two-spirit people have been actually out there for a very long time. And yeah, so she called me that, and I said, please do not address me as sir. I am a two-spirit person. I am actually 3rd-generation Aboriginal, Indigenous. Please do address me actually by my name. She thought I turned around and said the foul language, which I never did say it. So yeah, I turned around and said, well, it kind of shows exactly the white privilege, what you can get away with. And that's what I said. It's true though. There's so many white people actually out there that do not care about anybody else. Now, for myself, though, actually being actually an Aboriginal, Indigenous person, though, I actually have looked actually at the picture a lot bigger. But yeah, so let's get going. I actually have 3 different sided cards here. So unfortunately, I don't have 4. I should have actually grabbed 4, but yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with actually the very first cards, which are the Angels and Ancestors cards here. What I'm going to do those, we're going to take a quick look actually at the Liberal Party. We're going to see how the Liberal Party has been and everything else. Now, the one that's running for the Liberal Party for Ontario, he has promised actually in the past to do with the roads, the hut, and the road constructions. Now, he did not go through with it within this past election. So there's a lot of things that he has not done that he has promised, which is normal for any politician. Now, again, we're going to look actually at them. Sorry. So I'm going to just do the 9-card spread is what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do those, I'm going to take the cards right from the top, and we're going to look actually at that. So, all right, we're going to look. We're going to take a good look. Yeah, so let's get going. Goodness, if you have any comments, feel free to type them in. Join me live Friday nights with Eva. We're live here right actually in the Divine Oracle YouTube channel though that you guys are watching right now, even on playback. So all right, so there's 2 cards that popped out. All right, so those are very important cards. So what I'm going to do those, I'm going to put those on the side. Yeah, we're going to put those on the side, and what again though is 2 very important cards that popped out. Now the first one though is actually it is the Spirit card. All right. Basically, we're going to look actually the Liberals' energy, what the Liberals' energy actually has altogether. So the first one though is Trader. All right, exchange energy and create abundance. So basically, you know that it's actually to do with the energy and everything else. The Ontario Liberals are going to be doing a lot more trading. That's what their focus is actually going to be working actually on. They are going to do more trading with the states, which is wonderful. And that way, though, that we can actually be able to get a little bit better stuff altogether. And it's what's going to be coming forward. All right. So our next one, though, that we're going to deal with, though, is what grounding is actually going to provide them, right for them to actually focus actually on. And that one there, though, that we're looking actually at, though, and that's the north side, all right? All right, and that one there is the warrior, all right? So that way it's going to be a little bit more actually, basically be fearless and stand strong, right? So that's what's going to do those. They're going to be actually fearless. They're going to actually bring a lot more economy actually for Ontario. Just like most other parties will be also though, but they're going to be a little bit more stronger. They're going to be a little bit more level head. What's bringing forward now? Even though I did vote, okay, right? I voted, and I did think about the Indigenous community. So again, those with that one there, it is be fearless and stand strong. It is warrior, somebody that's going actually out to fight for the people. Now, the next one, though, is that we're looking at, though, in this one here is air. So, especially, though, their current thoughts is what we're going to be looking actually at, their current thoughts. All right. So, the current thoughts, though, is traveler. They're going to move actually in new direction, which is pretty good, though. That's one thing, though, that's actually always awesome, though, that they're moving actually within the new direction. But they're going to be moving actually Ontario, again, though, is with where we are now. They want to bring in them actually forward and bring in new horizons altogether. So the next one, though, that we're looking at, though, is with fire, all right? So what needs to be actually raising actually within their direction? Now the next one, though, is the shaman master. Right? Be grateful within the moment, all right? So they're going to be jumping in a little bit too forward, but the thing, though, is what we need to do though, is actually think, though, all right, don't be jumping too forward right away, right? Have plans brought out, bring it to your team, and see what what your team is actually willing to actually give for thoughts. So that's a really good one. All right, so that's actually for the Liberals. Now the next part of that we're going to be looking at, though, a lot of people kind of agree with this person. Some people do not agree with the person, but that's actually with Ford. All right, Ford has done quite a bit for actually Ontario. While he's actually being in power, though, he has brought so much actually forward, especially within the COVID times, which is awesome. But going back before we go to Ford, I just realized that we had two cards. So the first one, though, is so with the Liberals, this one here, they're being voted with their plans, which is awesome. And then the last one, though, is what time period are they going to be? So the time period, though, that they're looking about bringing everything a little bit more forward, though. This one here is autumn. All right. So release actually the old, bringing actually within inside the new stuff. So it's going to be actually on time. All right. Now again, though, let's get back to Doug Ford. All right, Doug Ford's party. For those that don't know, people that are watching within in the States, this is actually the PC party, all right, Progressive Conservatives. What we're going to do though, again, those we're going to look actually at Common 4. We're going to look at actually Spirit, Earth, Air, and Fire. So that's what we're going to look actually at for that there. Hopefully there's a couple cards that pop out. But yeah, we're going to take a look actually at Doug Ford's, and these are with the power animal cards. Welcome to everybody that's joining in. We're right now taking a look actually at what the spirits actually have to say about today's date, and then I'll be talking a little bit about pride. So I see people popping in and out, just awesome. All right, I know everybody doesn't like the word election because always the negative stuff, but again, though, is we always have to look actually at the positive. Get out there and vote. Give your voice. All right, I wasn't going to vote today, but I turned on to the spirits and was like, what should I do? And the spirits actually told me, get out there and vote. So again, we're going to look actually at Doug Ford. We're going to look actually at Spirit, Earth, Air, and Fire. All right. So the first card though is being pulled forward though, and this is actually within Earth. So basically though is what is the current actually energy? Okay, so dolphin. All right, a lot of people haven't heard from Doug Ford within a week, which is not proper. He should actually out there more or less with people, even though that there is actually kind of people trespassing and everything else. So you should be personal with them. All right. So again, though, is take time and play. All right. So take time to play. Though, it's sort of like with the card. What I was just saying was Doug Ford has to be actually out there with the league, actually getting out there, doing more communication with actually the general public, even with the press. All right. Do not hide behind. That means so that you're hiding stuff. All right, so that again though is for the energy. The next one though that we're going to be looking though is what grounds actually is the PC party providing and focusing actually on at this time. All right, so this one here is a horse. All right, and it's always those you always have the choice. All right, so basically though that there is actually for the grounding and also providing actually at this time. So they always have the choice. It's sort of like what I was saying though. They have the choice actually to be out there with people, but the thing is, they're not out there with people right now. They're hiding behind the doors. Okay, be out there with the people. Do not do anything. Oh, this is what we're bringing. This is what we're bringing. Get out there. Do a lot more handshaking. Now, the next one though that we're looking at though is their their current thoughts. All right, for where they are going to be going actually within the down the road. Now, current thoughts though is actually really good. The reason was because they actually always want to be able to move forward. So this one here is salmon. Already determined. You know where you're going and how to get there. All right, that's awesome. Know that they actually know how to get there. All right, but still, put your plans actually in the right action. It's good though that we've done for Ontario though so far, but still, there's a lot more stuff that has to be brought forward. Now that right there is to do with the Aboriginal community. Also, with any other community, you have to bring yourself more forward and more within the spotlight instead of hiding. Now, the last one though is what's going to actually raise their actually desires and their primary needs. What's gonna actually bring them forward within that. Now the next one though is it's a dove. All right, doves are really good though. And this one here is slow down, pause, and breathe. All right. You're pushing yourself a little bit too much forward. All right, Doug Ford has done again a great job during COVID, which is awesome. He's right now bringing a little bit more initiative forward, but the only thing though is with the 407. All right. Now with 407, those do we really need the 407? I don't think so. All right. There's already enough highways out there in Southern Ontario. Bring your alert more towards Northern Ontario. Northern Ontario people are crying. All right. But not much politicians are actually listening altogether to the northern people. So bring your alert more forward. All right. So the next one though that we're looking at though, please. Now the next person, famous words are no. During COVID, this person never did anything at all. They just sat back. They never came forward, never helped out like the rest of the parties that are actually that I've done some reading for, or even with the next one that we're going to be talking about. So again, though, this one here, though, it is a female. She says she's for the people, but she hasn't done anything at all during COVID for Ontario. But we're going to do those again. We're going to look actually at the 4. So spirit, earth, air, and fire. All right. So we're going to take a good look and see how these ones I'm using right now are the Spirit Ancestor Oracle cards. We're going to take a good look actually at those, and we're going to see what's coming up from the energy of spirits. And I'll join you live Friday nights at 8 o'clock with Eva. Live here with actually in Divine also ladies. Now, freaky thing though is while I was just shuffling and just talking to you guys, in the corner of my eye, I just saw like a white ball. All right, something actually the corner of my eye, just shoot right up. So that means that the energy is here. But yeah, so we're gonna actually get going. We're gonna talk about actually the NDP party. All right, and hopefully you guys are getting out there to use votes. Voting is actually till 9 o'clock tonight. All right, we can get out there and speak your word, right, and vote. So the first one though that we're looking at though is actually the NDP. What is their energy? All right, and non-committed. All right, so tune in and connect. All right, all right. So like what I'm saying though, they haven't tuned in at all. They haven't done anything really for anybody. They've just sat back. They kept on saying the word no, 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 no. All right, and that there is actually with their energy actually towards helping out people. They say that they're there for the people, but they're not there for the people. All right. So this card here says basically though again though is tune in and connect with people. All right. So the next one though that we're looking at though is what groundings is basically providing actually for the NDP actually within this time. So what is their grounding actually right now for the NDP parties? All right. All right. And this is symbols. All right. There's a lot of symbols actually out there. All right. All right. So basically though is what groundings. All right. So there's symbols within groundings. Right. Notice the signs. Right. Right. And they have to start noticing the signs. We have to start noticing the signs. We have to start noticing what the parties have done actually within the past couple of years, and also those what they are actually working with all together. All right. So with the NDP party, sort of way of saying those actually during COVID, they haven't done anything. They've just sat back. All right. And the word was no, no, no. All right. So our next one though that we're going to be going for the NDP party though is all right. What is their current thoughts actually for going forward? What is their current thoughts actually for going forward? All right. So this one here is records, and the records are explore and creative side. All right. All right. So they need to explore and create. So the way they are actually going forward. All right, going forward is always good, but this is one thing that's awesome though that they need to do though is basically though is explore and create. So the way instead of saying no, 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 that way you're saying yes, 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 and be able to work with others, not only work with yourself, but work with others actually with and other parties. So that's what they need to do. All right. Now the last one though that we're going to look actually at for the NDP party though is what is going to raise their actually desires, right? And the primary needs. What's going to actually raise them? All right. This one's an awesome one. All right. And it's basically those focus actually on the children. All right. And I think that's what they're doing right now though, that they're focusing actually on the children. Which is awesome, especially with what's going actually on in schools, and also what's being brought forward actually to the elementary schools here in Ontario. Here in Ontario, those if you haven't heard though, is so that people are talking about actually doing what the states actually did, and that they're bringing guns actually to school for shootings and all that, and that's a no-no. So basically though is with the NDP parties again though is they're focusing actually on the children, right? And that's what they need to do, those because the children are the next generation. Most of the seniors that actually are out there within Ontario, though, their time has come, their time has gone. So we have to do is start thinking of children all together. All right. So our last one though that we're looking at though, and the party though, I used to be part actually back in high school. Because I used to be more or less for this cause, though, but not literally for the party. It's actually the Green Party. Now, the Green Party, though, cares more or less about the environment, what's going actually on for being destroyed, and I can see though that they're a good party though, but the main thing though is with them though. All right, we're gonna see exactly what's going actually on. They're the ones that basically get things started. They stop for a while, and then all of a sudden the rest of the parties jump on the bandwagon, and they say the rest of the parties say that they've actually created this right when it's actually the Green Party that's created it from the start. And if you look actually at most cities, towns, a lot of the buildings are being destroyed. What for? All right, they're doing damage actually to the environment, which is what basically what the Green Party actually cares for. So we're going to take a look actually at them. And we're going to look at all four: Spirit, Earth, and Fire. All right. So we're going to see what the Green Party has to bring forward. Now, again, though, is I'm not going to say who's going to get it because they actually all do have good reputations. Some of them are actually worse than others. But yeah, tonight in Ontario, though, tune in and also tune in tomorrow night live at 8 o'clock Standard Time. Right here, actually, make this YouTube channel with Divine Oracle readings. Friday nights with Eve and myself. We're going to be discussing a lot of things. And yeah, after this, all I'm going to be talking a bit about pride. So I'm going to be in the camera a little bit. And we're going to talk a little bit about pride, what pride basically means to me. And yeah, so right now, though, is let's get going actually with the Green Party. All right. What is their energy? All right, so their energy though is take care of the needs. All right, so basically though is even though it's this winter, winter time is hibernation time for most things, but it's the saying though is for the energy though is take care of the needs. All right. Right. So wolves though, you know that's just wolf there. Wolves love to travel as a pack, but they love to hunt alone. So again, those Green Party needs they actually take care of the needs, which is what they do. Now the other thing though is this is the east, which is the north. Right? What groundings actually is being provided for them actually at this time for the Green Party. All right. This is medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. All right. All right, so that's one thing though that they're trying to bring forward, actually for the grounding and also for everybody else. So is the healing information. Right? Again, those what I'm saying. Though the Green Party does start actually everything. Then also going to step back a little bit, but all the rest of the parties jump actually on. So basically, though, that's actually providing actually for the focus needs right now. Now the next one though is what is their current thoughts? Actually, and this one here is within the air. What's their current thoughts right now? All right, and this one's mountain. All right, so mountains though is pretty good. Though this one is because this one here is stand your ground. They're standing their ground. Now most people always agree whenever they're climbing up a hill or even trying to move forward. Though people are always trying to knock you down. Now with the Green Party though, people are always trying to knock down the Green Party. They're like, but still the Green Party is actually holding themselves pretty strong. They're actually holding themselves up. They're climbing up that mountain, sort of like what we have here, right? So basically though is when we're climbing up, people are trying to knock us down, but keep on going up, keep on. Now the last one though is what basically though is actually their rise actually desire their primary needs right now. This could be within the future or within down the road. All right, this one here is guardian angel. All right, so you're not alone. All right, so they're not alone. They're gonna actually so with their primary needs, so they're going to bring this thing forward. A lot of people are going to be able to stay out there supporting them. Again, those are like what I was saying, is actually with the other parties, our parties get on the bandwagon, get a little bit late, and yeah, so all parties are going to basically work around with each other, right? And that's what I can say for that, about for all the parties. So let me just quick think. Okay, all right, move you guys around for a sec. Whoops, so sorry for that. Wonderful. Alrighty, let me sort of lean back. All right. Now, basically, those what I'm going to be talking about, though. Sorry about the rocking. Is pride. Now, most people know that pride goes back so far, but pride did actually start being noticed though in New York City, right when the one nightclub um, did have the police go actually in. They did the raid there, and people were thrown in jail because of their lifestyles. Okay, right, right. People think though that we choose our own lifestyle, but unfortunately we don't. We're born actually in different which ways. Christians believe actually only in male, female, and a lot of them actually do believe though that the male, female should only be married. But no, things have changed, and yeah, back in the turn of the way before the turn of the century, way before that though, um, it was basically Shauna Pell, especially for being actually LGBT. Now, things were more mild, hush hush back then, and it's funny though because a lot of people don't realize how far back actually Pride goes. Um, Now, Pride does go back actually to the earlier settlers, which was actually the Aboriginals, the Indigenous people, and with that there, um, it was more open than what it is now. Um, and the main thing though is for myself though, I am a two-spirit person. Sorry, I am Aboriginal, what you guys know of. But two-spirit basically means though that you're living a life actually as half male, half female. There's actually different categories altogether. There's men that are actually more manlier. There's females that are actually more female, like more strong within the female side, and also there is a whole bunch of different which ways within the Aboriginal community. Now, for myself though, I've actually grown up in the white supremacy area. You guys might be saying, "Oh, there's no white supremacy. There's no white supremacy," but there is. So again, though, is with my life though, I've actually grown up with that kind of environment. Even though that I'm actually descendant, actually of different countries. My mom's side of the family is European. My dad's side of the family, again, though, is Aboriginal, but I'm actually third generation. So basically, though, is Pride for me though is a celebration. All right, most people nowadays, even with the younger generation, don't realize what we had to fight for. All right, even for myself though, I'm looking at the older group. Right, they've gone through a lot of stuff in their life, and with Pride though is we need to really celebrate of who we are, not for what we are, for who we are. It's just like today, though, it's right when I went to go and vote. Lady addressed me as a man. I said, please do not address me as a man. I am not a man. I am Aboriginal, Indigenous, and I am actually a two-spirit person. She's like, well, what's that? I said, two-spirit people have been actually out here longer than you've actually been here. I am actually half male and half female. So, right when I'm saying that, though, she actually thought I turned around and I was like swearing and all this and that. Please, if it's to do with the public general area, I do not swear. I've been holding things back. But yeah, it's just trust me, nuts though. A lot of people though are still gender brainwashed. A lot of people are still not open minded to the different actually terms that there are. I am they. All right. I am not a he. At work, though, they'll call me a girl, which I don't mind. But still, be more open-minded towards others. All right. In the past, though, for those that know, I am a former entertainer. I am a former drag queen. Anyway, so there was one night, though, I was actually talking with a friend of mine. Guy came in actually out of an apartment within downtown Kitchener. And I was like, "See you later, hon." And he turned around and he slugged me. At the time, though, I was a smoker. I dropped smoke. I actually stood there. And the friends I was talking with, though, over there, like, "Holy cow, you took that punch." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I took the punch, but still, I was not ready for the person to actually assault me because I was talking to somebody else." The guy was not high at all. He thought I was flirting with him, but yeah, no. Be more open-minded, all right? And that's the main thing, though, is so again, those with pride nowadays, you have to be more open-minded and more accepting than what you used to be, right? People are people. Love is love. We need to show everybody exactly with what's going actually on and support others of what we need to. And whenever you're going to allow people into this country, don't only think about the politics. Think about the first people that were here, which were the Aboriginal Indigenous people. Go to them. They even come to us, all right, and ask what we think. Again, those land was stolen from us. A lot of land was stolen from us. It's not given to us. So again, it's not given to us. It's not given to them. It's stolen. Right? I am again though. My flag is different. It's got the feathers actually on there because of who I am, and I do have to say, show the love, help support, care for others, as we as cared for they. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right here, I should need divine oracle readings, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.